Hey everyone, ever wake up at 3 a.m. and realize you're mentally planned out a year's worth of disasters before your morning coffee? Yep, that's anxiety, and it's sneaky, but it doesn't have to run the show. So, in today's episode, we're breaking down how to spot anxiety's subtle signs, practical ways to manage it, and how to keep your sanity intact, especially if you're juggling a business or a corporate gig. You ready to give your worry brain a rest? Well, stick around because the Sunday Spark is right here. Hey there, welcome to the Sunday Spark, where we ditch those Sunday scaries and ignite some serious inspiration before the work week. I'm Faye Chappell, your semi-sassy guide and the founder of the Regeneration Company, and I'm here to help you crush burnout, brainstorm big ideas, and remember that success should actually feel good. So grab your coffee, strap in, and let's spark some insight. Well, welcome back to today's Sunday Spark. I'm your host, Faye Chappell, and I'm here with your weekly dose of motivation, real talk, and hopefully a lot fewer 3 a.m. worry sessions. Today we're talking about a big A word, and that's anxiety. So if you're an entrepreneur, a corporate maven, or just a human dealing with life's daily curveballs, anxiety has a way of sneaking up on you, and hard. But spoiler alert, it doesn't have to be. So I want you to grab your coffee, your tea, your matcha latte, whatever it is, and let's dive in. So let's talk about recognizing it. Anxiety often starts with that little voice in your head, right? It asks you, but wait, what if? And then suddenly you're spiraling in the worst case scenarios. Before you even know it, you're full blown panic. You're thinking about things that haven't even happened yet. But here's the good news. You can spot anxiety's telltale cues and shut them down before they even take over. We're going to talk about those three different angles, right? We're going to talk about it from an entrepreneur, from corporate folks, and of course for life in general. Because no matter what your title, anxiety can strike anywhere. So let's start with entrepreneurs. If you're the CEO or the CFO, or your social media manager of your brand, you know that hustle can be real. But here's a reality check. Here's a reality check for you. Late night stress and endless to-do lists aren't just badges of honor. They're accelerants for anxiety. Do you understand that? They're accelerants for anxiety. So I want you to try this. I want you to try something that's called a brain dump and a delegation. So at the end of each day, write down every single task that's swirling around in your head, and you circle those tasks that only you can handle, and then you delegate or automate the rest. It's that simple. I want you to also try about set off hours. If you reply to client emails at midnight, guess what? You're training your clients to expect that. So I want you to give yourself a digital cutoff time and let your brain rest. The reason this works is because a decluttered mind frees up space for creativity. And if you're anxious, creativity often flies out the window, right? So when you limit the mental noise that's swirling around in your head, you can actually focus on growing your business without losing your mind. So if you are a corporate folk, right, let's shift gears a little and talk about that, corporate life. Offices can be breeding grounds for anxiety. We all know that. Constant Slack notifications, performance reviews, all those conference calls where you're half wondering if your camera's still on and if it's going to be your turn to say something. Yeah, anxiety can rear its head big time in corporate. So I want you to try these little hacks. Number one, team mindfulness huddles. I want you to start a weekly stand up with a 2-minute breathing exercise. It might feel weird at first, a little awkward, but watch how it clears the air. So if you're going into a meeting, just start and say, listen, we're going to take 2 minutes to do some deep breathing and establish some clarity and peace of mind before we go forward. This will make a massive difference. If people are walking into your meeting and they already have anxiety and they're stressed, this will try to calm them down and you can start fresh for your meeting. And number two, try some workload chats. And what do I mean by that? Well, encourage open discussion about workloads. True. If somebody is drowning, then give them a lifeline before it turns into a full-blown panic mode. Give them a lifeline, but you don't know it unless you ask the question and you encourage that conversation. So why do these hacks work? Well, they create an open culture, right? They help employees feel safer if they have any concerns. Anxiety really thrives in silence. So the sooner you can bring it to the light, the better it is for everyone. And then number three on the segments is life and personal development, right? Let's zoom out a little. Anxiety hits you at home, in your car, or even in the middle of making dinner. You don't have to be an entrepreneur or corporate guru to feel that all familiar sense of dread, right? It can happen to anyone at any time. So, whenever you're feeling anxious, whether you're at work or at the office, you might be taking your kids to hockey or a baseball game. Wherever you feel anxious, I want you to try this. I want you to do a 5-minute body scan. If you can lie down, cool. If you can't, sit comfortably. Close your eyes and mentally scan each part of your body, acknowledging any tension you have and then breathing it out. So I like to visualize breathing in fresh air, clean energy, and as I breathe out, I'm pushing away all that tension, that anxiety, and that stress. I'm taking it out of my body. And then the number two, the other one you can try is that tiny gratitude ritual. So at night, just write down 3 small wins that you can be thankful for the day, right? Just 3 small things. It shifts your focus from what if to what is. So what did I do that was great today? What did I accomplish? What did I learn? What am I proud of that I went this way and not the other? This works because when you're consciously directing your thoughts to gratitude and presence, you stop feeding that anxious what if spiral, right? Trust me, your future self will thank you. What if is my 2 least favorite words in the entire vocabulary. I don't like those words at all. So, speaking of which, if you are interested in digging a little deeper on this, you can also join our Sunday morning 7 a.m. club, because here's what we do. We have a topic, for example, on anxiety, and what we learn to do in the hour we're together is we recognize it, we tame it, and we move forward. We use the exercises that I just told you about. Some of those are there. So you can join us every Sunday at 7 a.m. in your pajamas, wherever you want, or you can go ahead and head to sundaymornings.club and you can watch those there as well, because in those we cover the early warning signs to really stop anxiety. We talk about the different approaches and quick wins for anxiety relief. So some of the ones I told you, like body scan, we'll go a little further and we'll do breath work and journaling prompts, anything you need to really set aside that stress, tune in, and find some real strategies for you. So overcoming anxiety is important. It's because, let's be real, nobody wants to be part of that 3 a.m. worry club, right? If you really want to focus and be able to get rid of anxiety, I encourage you to try those 6 exercises that I gave you, whether you're corporate, you're entrepreneur, or you're just enjoying your life and unfortunately you're dealing with some anxiety. This will help you. And if you loved what you heard and you know that you can help others, then please subscribe, share this episode with a friend who needs it, and leave a quick review. It seriously helps more people discover these conversations. And again, if you're craving a deeper dive or personalized support, just reach out to me at faithchapel.com. I'd be happy to help you achieve something that you can map out as a plan to kick literally anxiety to the curb. So thanks so much for tuning in. Next Sunday, we'll join us again for the Sunday Spark. You can also read this on LinkedIn in our Sunday Spark newsletter. If you prefer reading, that's cool. Go ahead and do it. Anxiety might knock on your door, but you get to decide if it gets an invite in. So, you've been listening to the Sunday Morning Spark. I'm Faye Chappell. Here's to reclaiming calm, crushing your goals, and sipping that coffee without a side of worry. We'll see you next Sunday. Well, you've just had your Sunday Spark. How's that for a power-packed start to the week? If you're ready for more tips, laughs, and let's get real moments, be sure to subscribe and share this podcast with all of your friends and your crew. Got questions, insights, or just want to say hey? Well, head over to my website, faychappell.com, or any of the social media feeds, and I will be with you there. Until next time, keep that spark alive, and remember, your best life doesn't just happen, you have to create it.